Hello everyone, so in today's video I'm going to show you quickly how you can design your email marketing campaigns and newsletters in Figma super quick and easy, and then how to implement these in Klaviyo or any other ESP actually and send them to your customers. So let's get started. For today's example, we choose to create the example for a brand called Kaline Wax. So they're selling different candles, so it's a pretty good design, I can actually say. So let's start. First, we need to create a frame. So from here, you choose frame, you draw the frame, no matter how you draw it. We're going to change that, the layout. We usually in our agency like to design in 1000 width, so it gives you the perfect sizing for mobile and desktop responsiveness, and for how long it will be the email you can edit that later. Of course, it depends on how many sections you're going to add to your email. So first thing, with every email, as always, we start with the logo. So let's take the logo, it's somewhere here. Okay, it's right there. You just have to center it, position it properly. It's perfect. And then we want to implement the header image. Let's choose the header image. It's right there, and move it here. So as you can see now, the logo is behind the actual image. You can fix that with the layers. So just move the logo above like that, and it will pop up here. So the next thing is that we want to put the text, the header text. Choose the text option, create it. So I'm not going to lose time with that. I'm just going to copy and paste. Center as the subheader. So with the text you can change, as you can see from here, the font. You can change the sizing of the text. You can make it bigger, smaller, whatever. So let's continue. So as you can see here, it doesn't look very good because the text is hiding on the actual picture. So we need to move the picture like this. But now we have the issue that our logo is on a white background, and it doesn't look very good. So usually we created that picture on Photoshop. We use the beta of Photoshop AI. Actually, I don't think it's a beta anymore. If you have Photoshop, it's super easy. You just have to upload this picture there, choose the crop tool, and then generate AI content, and it will create a little bit more empty space, for example, like we need right here. But for this example, I'm not going to show you how this is done on Photoshop. I'm just going to create a rectangle, and like this. Where is the logo and the text? Yeah, should be good. Okay, yeah, so it's not a pretty good because you can see the difference here in the colors. With Photoshop, as you can see, you're not getting this, but for this example, let's just continue. So the next thing we want to do is to have the CTA button. So usually if you want to have a higher click-through rate, every email should start with the header text, subheader text, and a CTA. That's what your customers will see when they open the email. That's the so-called above the fold. They don't need to scroll in order to understand what the email is about, and they don't have to scroll if they want to click on the actual email and go to your website. More than 80 or 85% of your clicks will come from this first CTA button. So make sure when you're creating and designing your emails to have this at the very first part of the email. To create the actual CTA, the button is super easy. You just have to click on the rectangular tool, choose that one, draw it, and then you can design it with the color your brand have. Let's choose color. Okay, the color is perfect. You can position it, you can do whatever you want with that one. Let's just see the roundup here. So it's 50. Let's do it 50. Let's make it smaller like this. Let's align it. There are some position tools here that you can use, so you can be 100% sure that everything is aligned. I forget to check these, so I'm just copying all these with holding Shift. So all the elements are selected, as you can see in the layers, and then just click center. Okay, so it's perfect now. In order to place a text on the CTA button, again, choose text, edit the text. It's straightforward and pretty easy. Let's move with the email. So here we have a box, a wide box. Let's just first make that one. Again, we have to choose the rectangular tool. Let's see the roundup. It's 120. Okay, so let's just make sure that we position it good. Okay, let's change the color. You can see it's like an off-white one. Okay, move it like that. Okay, let's now create the down one. So just copy and paste that, move it. We just have to move that below, so because that one is below this one. Let's just see the color. Okay, change color. Perfect, I think. Yep, it's perfect. So we have a text here. That's the body, the actual body text of the email. Again, you can place the text with the text function here, but I'm going to just copy and paste it, so I can continue, center. And now we need to showcase our products. So in this email we decided to showcase these in one row with 3 products. It's pretty easy. Again, we need to choose the rectangular product, the rectangular function, sorry, and then create the roundup. Okay, so that's strange. Mixed. Not sure why it says mixed, but I'm not doing something. Okay, it's 40. Perfect. Just paste 40. Great, so you can resize it wherever you want, and then just have to click on fill, then choose image, choose the actual image, and choose to fill, fit, crop, or tile. You can, by the way, you can resize it now again, just to make sure it's perfect. And now just copy and paste. I'm holding Shift right now when I'm moving, so when you're holding Shift, I cannot move it up and down. And I just want to make sure that the alignment is great. So again, holding Shift, I can choose all these 3, then Command and G or Control and G, whatever you're using, Windows or MacBook. You can group these and then click center just to make sure they are centered. Now we have to make the CTA button. Here is a bubble. We have to choose the eclipse, and then when you start doing the actual circle here, as you can see, it's not in the perfect shape. So when you start doing it, before, just hold Shift and it will be a perfect one. Now let's choose the color. Perfect. And now let's make the text. Great. Perfect. Okay, now when we have that one, you can, with Shift, you can choose the actual circle, then the text, Command G, just to group it, copy, paste, holding Shift, you can move it around. Yeah, so now when we have both groups, it looks good, but it's not perfectly centered because of the CTA here. So let's choose that group. Let's choose with Shift, mark all these, Command G to group and center. Perfect. Now we have to place the titles. I'm not going to go explaining how it's done. It's of course with the text function. Just copy paste these, and now when we're ready, just make the white box fit the content and move forward with the actual text. Again, I'm just going to copy paste that. Again, we have a CTA, but you already create one, so just make sure to shift and choose both the CTA and the text, group it, copy, paste, and you have the button here. So now it goes behind the other layers because I'm moving it. So as you can see, that's group 1016. Let's move it above and it pops up. Center it, center, perfect. So now we are ready with the email. The only thing that left is the actual footer here, but that's done within Klaviyo with the drag and drop function. So it's pretty easy, and it's up to you to decide what social media icons you want to present there. So now I'm going to show you how to implement the email in Klaviyo. It's pretty easy. When you're done, just come here, click S, or choose the slice tool from here and start slicing the email. Keep in mind that each slice have its own link. So if you have, for example, like here we have 3 products, we have to create 3 different slices for these. So go ahead, slice. Now we have to slice like that. Okay. And the last slice. So now you can see all your slices here. You just have to click on the first one, then hold Shift, copy all of these, click export, make sure that is one that's actually a multiplier. If you choose 2, you're going to export each slice double the size it is right now. But yeah, if you want to use email to implement it in Klaviyo or MailChimp or whatever ESP you're using, you want just to stick with 1x. PNG or JPEG, doesn't matter. Click export. Perfect. Now when you have all the slices, we have to optimize these, so we just want to make them smaller in order to load faster in your clients and customers inboxes. So we come here in tiny PNGs. That's a free tool. We just have to import all our slices. It will optimize them. As you can see, here is the original size of each slice, and here is the new size, the optimized size. So 65% is good. Download. You just have to unzip the file and then go to Klaviyo. Here it's pretty easy. Just make sure to get rid of all these. Don't get rid of the footer because you're going to customize that later. So just place an image and start implementing your images, your slices that we just created. So now here is a little bit like a tricky part, because as you can remember, we have 3 different slices on one row. So you want to click and create a column, choose 3 columns, equal of course, and then start implementing the slices. So now, as you can see, we cannot move the section above. We cannot move the footer. So we need to create a new section right here, and then we can move the footer in that section. Perfect. Let's continue. So in order to place a new picture, because our email of course have other sections as well, we need to put one more section, and then we continue with the actual email. Perfect. So that is it. As you can see, we have the email that we created on Figma. We have that one in Klaviyo already, and now the only part that's left is to put an alt text. That's good to have in each slice. Just make sure that you have all the links and alt text places for all the different slices, because of course when you're customers receive the email, they would like to click on it and go straight to the product or to your website homepage. So that's pretty much it. When you're ready, you just can click preview, see how it looks like on mobile. Okay, so perfect. That I forget something to tell you about this section. When you're doing like column section, you just have to click here. Let me move my screen. We just have to click, that's the new Klaviyo editor, so no stacking. We just have to click and choose no stacking for the whole section. And now when we go to mobile view, you can see these are perfectly aligned like with it in Figma. You can send test email to your actual email to see how it looks like on desktop, on mobile, on dark mode, light mode. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. If you have a brand that's doing more than 50K a month, it will be easier to hire an agency like us. We're pretty good in designing emails, in sending emails, in creating the strategies. So we will do everything for your retention channel and your whole email marketing infrastructure, so you don't have to design and think about the campaigns and the strategies yourself. We can guarantee at least 30% additional attributed revenue from Klaviyo. So yeah, you can click the link down below and contact me.